wanted to make a video talking about school and college in general because it's been on my mind for a while, and maybe putting something out there will reach somebody, and if not, something I can reflect on eventually. But what do we call it? My third year, just finished my third year at university. I'm actually a transfer student who went to community first. Um, Starting at community college, of course, was like I guess in the beginning it was a bit interesting because it's one of those places that you always told you didn't want to end up at. And honestly, all that was a load of crap because I was still pursuing higher education, and it's not like it was for a bad reason. It was just something to do, and it was significantly cheaper. And even though it was really tough at the beginning and it's really hard to do things, I mean, it was just grueling. It definitely was a wake up call, but I don't know. It just starting it out was pretty tough, but I managed somehow. I made it through. I actually made it through with pretty good grades and graduated from community college. Transferred to a 4 year, where I currently just finished my first year as a junior, and you know, starting there was not easy at all because I had to go through the same things again, having to redo applications. The FAFSA information had to be changed, and it was um it was a bit awkward now because I also had to take at a community college. I was taking a lot more online courses than in person. And getting to my 4 year, I had to start taking pretty much mostly in person, which was a little bit like inconvenient, lacking a car. That taking the train was fine though, and honestly, I got used to it after a bit. But some of those days you just wake up and like hated the fact that you had to make a whole trip to the train station and not be able to just directly go to the school. But I guess eventually that passed. Um, but I guess I just want to talk about like the experience overall because now 3 years through college with a single year left. You know, a single year is still a collection of 2 semesters of 15 weeks. It's still pretty long, but it's just a single year. It's pretty much the wrap up. I just want to reflect on these 3 years because it was like it was really hard, especially for like someone like me who already struggled a lot in school before college, and now that I'm like already close to finishing, it's kind of just like damn, I did a lot of like I did a lot of work, I did a lot of stuff, and a lot of other people did too. It's just that like in my own position, it was pretty difficult, and I mean, I had a lot of trouble with a lot of things. School was hard. I mean, I was taking calculus plus the last semester, so the fall semester of my third year, and it was pretty much kicking my ass. And all I could do was just come home and practice the same problems over and over again until I could get it. But then that amount to like 4 to 5 hours of just practice at home. Um, but it paid off in the end because I ended up finishing the course like a 97, which is really fucking good, I think, compared to my other grades I've gotten before in math. Uh, and then, those amongst the other classes I had to take and manage because I'm a full time student. Yeah, they were also hard. I mean, every day was just a constant stressful day where you don't know what was going to come next. And I was just, I guess, I don't even, it's not like I never got used to it. I just dealt with it because I at least realized that eventually it was just going to be over and I could just go back to being more happy like I am now currently now that I'm done with the spring semester. Um, because even though like maybe I don't have like the grades or I know what grade I got, I have a pretty good idea of how I've been doing, and honestly, I've been doing pretty good because I really don't like leaving things to the last minute. I like doing my work as fast as I can and as soon as I can. Um, I just want to really talk about school. Like, it's not too much about it, really. I just want to talk about like the whole scenario of like, you know, 3 years into school now. It's pretty big because I'm pretty used to like hearing a lot about folks around me who maybe never really reached the third mark or completed it, and you know, to them they're doing great things now, and maybe even pushing for better positions. I just gotta like work on my own stuff for now, and if I just keep progressing in what I'm doing, I mean, I got through and I've been doing pretty good. So I mean, community college was definitely a great thing. Tuition was pretty expensive for the transfer to 4 years, and although I did get some scholarships and help, it's actually like it's just interesting because it is a lot of money, and especially for the school I chose to go to, a little bit more money, and it is a little like frustrating having to deal with the fact that I gotta pay that much. But and, you know, this whole thing about like jobs and everything, a little nerve wracking. But I probably figured that it might just work out somehow. I don't think that going to community college is a bad idea, not at all. I definitely understand folks who don't want to go to community college, but I figured it's probably because they definitely know that they can afford to go to a 4 year, or they have some kind of plan. So, I mean, you know, that's not a bad thing either, but community college, it's definitely a good choice. Um, I was able to land a good scholarship that paid for the entirety of it around like the first semester of the second year. Yeah, I mean, they were all really taking a lot of tough classes, and I've had really horrible times where just lay in bed and just be stressed out and just don't know what to fucking do. I mean, it's really fucking hard. Uh, I didn't even think it had to be this hard, really. I feel like sometimes things could have been a lot more simpler, but I guess that's just not the way that college works. And you know, I mean, anyone who's like has similar things to me, I mean, it'd be great to know about like how what they think, because I feel like I don't have a unique experience, but maybe I think I just keep telling myself that because I keep getting like constantly like really stressed, and anxiety was pretty high when I was in school. But you know, it's like, hey, you know, for some people it's enjoying their time, but simply my position is not about enjoying college. It's about getting through college. I don't really go there for any partying or any stuff like that. Not that our school really is like that, but yeah, I'm mostly in it just to like get my work done and graduate, because I've never been too big on partying and doing all that stuff. But you know, community college is fine. Transferring can be pretty fine. It's a good experience. Um, but yeah, you know, I mean, like for someone like me who has a hard time memorizing things, we allow brain problems here. The brain's not cooking that well. You know, I'd like to hear what other people go through. I know there's people who are always like, you know, little, not really feeling good, or maybe also going through the same stuff. But I don't know. Maybe I'm not really like, my situation is not unique at all. But you know, school aside and everything, now that I'm done, definitely been feeling a lot more better these days. I could probably start making some more stuff. I really enjoy trying to make more stuff, but like school really wiped out the creativity in me, because it just been like every day studying for like 4 to 5 hours has been fucking grueling. But I guess you get kind of used to it. But school aside, I mean, some exciting things I'm planning on doing is, you know, play some more games in my collection. Um, I was thinking of getting into the Trail series, and I was watching throughout the semester. I'd watch a lot of Trash Taste podcast during the library, or like when I'd be studying or doing homework. And I remember they brought up, I think Giga brought up the Trail series, and then Joey did too. And then, you know, they were talking about it, how it's like this crazy expensive series with like different games that connect to each other and all. And honestly, since I've been pretty hard into like, I've been pretty like a hardcore fan into like JRPGs and stuff. And you know, something like that sounds pretty cool to get into with somebody. So you know, I'll probably like see if I can find anyone who would be down to like get it down. What's it called? Get in the series with me. Because you know, the Trail series seems interesting, and I do have that chart that I look at that's like pointing out all the games, and like I do like the connection of the directions of the games. But yeah, I mean, that's currently my plan at the moment. You know, school's out. We've enjoyed. I've also been doing a little bit of exercise, because I really couldn't when I was in school or during school. But you know, I just want to talk about it, just like put something out there. Maybe it reach somebody, maybe it won't. But like, you know, I think talking about school is just nice once in a while. Just like have someone stop and hear about it, because you know, sometimes you just have so much shit to talk about that you don't really have nobody to talk about with, because they don't want to hear all that shit. And I don't believe them too, because no one wants to be hearing about school that much, especially during this time. Or, you know, talking to somebody who's maybe like not in college yet, maybe like in like a senior in high school. You don't really want. I don't know if I really want to be telling them this kind of stuff. You know, maybe psyching them out beforehand, because we may not have the same experience. They might go and have a lot better experience than I have. But yeah, that's it. That's pretty much all.